Back. Now it's time to start a discussion about buttons. But first, let's add our import. So from tkinter import all. Now I'm gonna type window. I'm gonna create a window, and I'll go down here. I'll type window dot main loop. Now to create a button, we simply type here button equals to button parentheses. We need to pass the master, so where this button is going to be displayed. I'm going to put window, comma, and I'll go on the next line. Now let's add the text. It's going to say click me. Now if I run this, we should have a button here, but I don't see it. Yes, I forgot to, in order for the button to show, you need to type here button dot pack parentheses. Now if I run this, we have the button as you can see here. Let's increase this a little bit. As you can see, we have here the button. Okay, next let's make the button do something, and we're gonna use what is called a callback. So I'm gonna type here command, not compound, command equals to click. So what this command name attribute is gonna do is gonna call this function that we're gonna create, click, every time you click on the button. So let's create that function, define click, and it's gonna say print you clicked on the button. Now if I run this, I'm gonna click on the button and it says you click on the button. So this is also called a callback. So it's calling the function and implicitly it's calling the code inside this function, which is a print which says you clicked on the button. Now let's add the font. So let's put a comma, font equals to parentheses. I'm gonna put double quotation marks, Comic Sans, and the size of 20. Let's run this. Let's run it again. And we have the button. Let's make the window a little bigger. So window dot geometry 500 per 500. Let's stop it. Let's run it again, and now we have the button here being displayed, and every time I click on the button, we have you clicked on the button. And this is beautiful. We make it's just very simple program, but we're doing something, we're making progress. Let's put a comma here. You should congratulate yourself. Let's define a foreground, so FG, and it's gonna be a green color. So I'm gonna put here hashtag 00FF00. Now if I stop this, run it again, now the text is green. Let's change it to 00FF. Let's stop. Let's run it, and now it's blue. Alright, let's also add the background. So I'm gonna go down here, I'll type BG, let's put a comma, BG, and it's gonna be equal to, let's say, black. Now if I stop this, if I run it, now the background is black, as you can see. But I don't like this color, but I'm gonna keep this color because I want to show you something. If I click on the button, as you can see, it changes the color. This is because we have a different active foreground and active background. In order for that not happen, you need to type here active, let's put a comma, active background is gonna be equal to hashtag 0000ff, and active foreground is gonna be equal to black. Now if I run this, okay, let's change this. Let's change this because it's still changing the color, and let's type here black. Stop it, run it again. Now when I click, it's not changing the color, and it says you click the button. Alright, this is what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna keep those properties here because it's good for you to see them. But next we need to add a state, so we can enable or disable the button. So I can type here state active or state disabled. So if I run this, let's stop it, run it again. Now the button is disabled. As you can see, the text is gray out and is not having any kind of movement to show you that you clicked on the button because it's disabled. So let's keep this to active. Let's see how you can add an image. So I'm gonna put colon and I'll type image equals to, let's create a photo. So I'm gonna go up here, and I'll type photo equals to photo image file, and it's gonna be like PNG, and here we're gonna put the photo. Now if I stop this, run it, now we have this image being displayed, and it's beautiful. And if I it will be more beautiful if I remove the background color. So let's remove the background color. Let's remove also this. Let's stop it, run it again, and now it's this button, but you still have this border here, and now it's looking more beautiful. Now we can, a problem is that you don't see the text, and to see the text I'm gonna go here, put a comma, and I'm gonna type compound, and it's gonna be button. So we're gonna put our button to the bottom of the text. Let's run it. Now I have click me and I have the button. Okay. Next, let's see how we can add a count. So every time you click on the button, it will display the count. So I'll go up here, I'll type count. Actually, I'm gonna go above the click met function, and I'll type count equals to 0. And in order to use our count inside the callback, we need to go here, we need to type global to have access to it, count. Then I'm gonna type count plus equals 1. I'm gonna delete this, and I will put here count. Let's push this. Now if I stop this, and if I run it, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it's working. Alright, this is our discussion about buttons, and I'll see you in the next video.